Aquarius, welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name's Jordyn. Let's begin. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit. That's all I got for you. Let's see what's going on, Aquarius. Three of Cups. A little social butterfly, aren't you? Yes, you are, because you're an empress. You're just attracting all of them. You're like, I'm going to call everybody in. I like this. I like this already. It's almost like you're basking in the fact that, like, you got your shit together. I'm just saying. Kind of seems that way. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. So we have the Magician. There you are. These are bystanders. Immediately bystanders. I feel like someone's almost like expecting you to reach out. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that it feels very different. You're over here thriving and surviving, sitting in your masculine and feminine energy. The Magician is another divine masculine card in the tarot deck for me as a reader. It's Mercurial energy, Gemini, Virgo, and the Empress is Taurus, Libra energy. I really, really like this. I love the energy over here because this comes off as someone who's already creating everything that they desire, and they're being patient and receptive with it. And they're sitting in this space of, I am whole, right? I am whole as I am as an individual. And in turn, I'm attracting these relationships that fulfill me. And that's beautiful. Okay, then we have the Three of Wands over here and the King of Swords. This feels like a kind of feels like a little bit of a hater. I'm not going to lie. It feels like bitterness. And it's almost like, I feel like they're expecting something of you, like, you're not going to do what I expect you to do, really? Since when? And you're kind of like, well, I don't need to do that anymore. I feel like I'm embodying a different energy, right? And their masculine and feminine is very much in the shadow. This kind of feels like an envious energy, but also someone who, I kind of feel like they're not completely honest about what it is that bothers them. Like if you're like, are you okay? They're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm great. And you're kind of like, no, if you say so. Sorry, neither of them really felt great, but I'm going to use spellcasters, actually. That felt more fitting. Not really. Witch's Tarot. We're going to do Witch's Tarot. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, this is it. Woo! Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. They're really like, if you almost have the urge to like push them away at this time, to be like, hey, we really shouldn't talk much, even if this is your partner, right? That's okay, because it's almost like because you're thriving and in your power, they're like, well, I don't know how to thrive and be in my power yet, and it's making me angry with you because I feel abandoned, but at the same time, like, I'm resentful that you're doing that, and I don't feel capable of doing that. It's not that they're not. They don't feel that they are. Let's start with them. Let's see what's going on over here. I want to look at this Queen of Wands. And the energies could be reversed there too. Like if there's somebody in your life that's like really doing great and attracting like all these great things, you're kind of like, what the F? It's just people going through lessons at different phases, and that's okay. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. Five of Cups, Ten of Swords in reverse, and Death in reverse. Yeah, they're mourning their old self because they're about to go through the same transformation you've already been through. But with the Ace of Swords there, next to the Ten of Swords, they have the self-sabotaging behavior, that like victim mentality of, oh my gosh, like you're abandoning me, and fine, I don't need you either, right? But it's not like that at all. Like you're wishing them the best. Like you're wanting happiness, all that good lovey-dovey energy all around you, and for the people that you care for. You're just embodying your power. And so you might be setting new boundaries with people, and it's making them uncomfortable because you're not showing up the way that you used to, because you're finding balance between self and external. Let's look at the King of Swords. Structure. What I keep hearing. It feels very Saturn-like. We do have Saturn and Aquarius. Four of Wands, there's the structure, and the Page of Swords. They go... I feel like this is threats. Well, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't want to live with you anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. It feels like threats, but really what it is somebody just sitting in their hurt and pain because they're waiting for their time to feel alive and really in this power too. So this individual might be lashing out quite a bit. So for the Three of Wands. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, King of Swords. You're over here like, yeah, like, I want what's best for you. Everything's going to be great. You know, just have fun with it. Like, allow yourself to shift your perspective. Page of Wands, like, be curious, be joyful. And, like, your happiness might literally be pissing them off, kind of. With the Seven of Wands in reverse and the King of Swords here, the Seven of Wands tells me that they're just very blunt and they're very defensive right now. They're like, no, I'm not able to do that. Because these are all the reasons I'm not able to do it. But they will never sit and think about all the reasons why they are able to either. And with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands, there's a Four of Wands in reverse. This is someone really struggling with their own victim mentality. Bottom of the deck was the Ten of Wands, by the way. There, in between the 10 and the 7 is the Three of Wands that we just clarified. So they're at the end of closing out major cycles. They have the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse and Death in reverse. They're just not surrendering to the transformation, and that's why it's delaying. Let's look at the Three of Cups. Tree of Cups. Four of Pentacles, King of Cups. You're like, I'm just going to surrender this relationship with the king for now. You know, I'm going to enjoy my life and the people who are going to be around me and bring me joy. I'm going to surround myself with them. If you want to be mopey right now, you can be mopey. And when you're ready, I will be over here if we are still in alignment. You're kind of like, whatevs. I'm not going to force it. You're just being an Empress energy, very feminine, receptive energy. Yeah. Temperance and the Ten of Cups. Completely opposite energies. You're in totally different frequencies, totally different cycles, right? You're sitting in an energy of gratitude, of love, of peace, of self-acceptance and self-discovery, right? And really indulging in the healing and the patience and receptivity of what life is trying to bring you instead of forcing it out there, right? And that's why you're in this Magician energy. You've mastered that at this point in time, because the mastery will ebb and flow with life as you change and evolve. You're going to observe and see other ways to ebb and flow in your masculine and feminine. But with what's presented to you right now on your path, you have very much so stepped into this, I got this. Like, this is in the bag. Done. Let's look at Magician. Let's see what you're creating. It feels so nice. I feel like, I kind of feel them on this for some reason. Yeah, Nine of Swords. I saw it. Yep, there it is. Page of Cups in reverse, Five of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Six of Swords. You're actually manifesting, in a sense, like, well, I hope they get through this, right? Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords is a Four of Swords. You're recognizing that a lot of their healing actually has to do with the fact that they are not being honest and authentic with themselves about where their emotions are really rooted. So if they're saying, I'm angry or I'm resentful, have they sat long enough to really think about where their anger is rooted in? Is their anger rooted in hurt, pain, embarrassment, disappointment? Is their resentment rooted in those same things, right? What's it actually rooted in? Do they really understand their emotions enough? Enough to be able to sit and reflect on them, the Page of Pentacles, because that's what's going to get them to move forward. Is the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck gives them the Ace of Wands, the new beginning, and then they will embody the Empress energy themselves, just like you are, and they're going to learn to be receptive. But between the 6 and the 5 right now is the Ace of Swords. They're struggling to really be honest with themselves about what they feel and why they feel those things. Instead of saying, oh, it's this going on inside of me, or I really grew up with an environment where I perceived love as something that was scary or painful or degrading or abusive, right? Instead of really sitting and thinking why they're pushing things away that they actually really do want, instead of doing that hard work within, until they do that, they're going to keep repeating the cycle and saying it's everything around them. It's not everything around them. That might have a trickle effect into why they feel how they feel, but it's going to be a lot of work not a lot of work, that's a limiting belief. They're just going to have to put in some effort to look at themselves too and look at how they perceive things and challenge the way that they perceive things. Because when we start to shift our perspective, we're sitting in outside of the comfort zone of our ego. So if this circle is where your ego is really comfortable and where your ego wants you to be to keep you safe, as soon as you start exploring new things, the ego's like, what the F are you doing? Let me create some fear, anxiety, hate, resentment to push you back here where you're comfortable, right? Because you're challenging the norm. Uranus trine the moon. You're challenging the norm. You're shaking things up. it's going to be big shifts in consciousness. We also have Neptune trine the full moon we just had on the 13th. So intuition and awakenings are at their peak. And Uranus represents awakenings. Neptune is home in Pisces. It represents intuition, distortion, and illusion. It's the daydream energy. So everything that might have been very clouded or unclear to you, you're going to start having to do some intuitive deep work in order to create that new cycle for yourself. And Uranus will also be the universe pushing new cycles your way and shaking up and maybe potentially taking the rug out from underneath you in order to get you to move in the right direction. Okay? But Aquarius, please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, or you want to become certified as a Reiki practitioner, check out my website and check out Patreon for free 10-minute readings. Okay? I love you all. I wish you the best and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.